Well. Good evening, everybody. Good evening to you, and welcome to the Dan Vino Empowerment. Well, once again, by popular demand, everybody wanted me to bring my boy back. Man, Dave, I'm glad to hear we bringing you back, man. Everybody wanna just see that handsome look you got, man.
Thank
There
you,
was
my
that
brother. I appreciate
they
that.
say who that good looking dude is? I say me. They said the guy.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. Hey, man. Hey, you holding your own yourself, my brother. We sharp. Sharp.
Hey, look here, man. I see you gonna get your weight up, huh?
Get your weight up, man. That's what it's all about, brother.
We talking about your diet, or what you talking about?
No, this is about metals right here. Gold.
Oh, it's about gold.
It's gold right here. Oh yeah.
That's another conversation on another day, bro. You definitely gotta have it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
We definitely gotta have it, man.
And
Listen.
I was going to say thank you so much for having me on your show once again, my brother. Appreciate it.
Hey, man. Listen, man. This is the Dan and Dave show, man. You've been adopted.
Oh yeah, the Dan show. You got it, the Dan show.
Dan and Dave show.
Okay.
Whenever I can catch you in time, you on, man. You're gonna be young. Hey, listen, man. So what's been going on with you?
Hey man, pretty good, man. Hey man, I'm just enjoying life. I'm enjoying life, brother.
Okay. Is there anything out there you want to say to the audience that something you are doing differently, or something you want to just speak to them about, or anything on just?
Man, I'll tell you what. I would say, you know what, man, it's all about loving one another, having respect for one another, and be free thinking people. Have a mind to think for yourself.
That's true, bro. That's true. That's true, man. When the day you change the way you're thinking, man, that you're going to enjoy life.
Yes,
really.
sir.
Yeah, you're going to enjoy life. Well, today our topic is going to be the recognition, the power of the recognition of a golden partner in your life, man. Oh. You know, so many times, man, that when we have this vision, or we have this dream, or business, and sometimes we can bring in the wrong partners. You know, you just gotta have that. You gotta know when you got the right connections, the right partners. You know, not because they know somebody, not because that they may have the funds, but what I'm bringing you on tonight is I want you to give me your opinion on what is the right golden partners that is soul tie connected to you.
Man, all right. Well, I tell you what, I pulled out 5 points. You know, first of all, man, my walk with God, I love God with all my heart. All right, and you know, far as business wise, you know, I'm a gold bug. All right, that's why I got the shirt. I'm a gold bug, and why? And why is that? Because gold is valuable. Okay, it's wealth, right? And I pull up 5 points, and I want to put. I'm pulling in from a relational standpoint. Okay.
Okay.
5 points, Danny. Here it is, right here. 1. All right. When we talk about gold,
right?
It's gold, and here's one right here. Here's 1 point. Excellent conductor of heat. Right, which means that gold is transparent. Here's the thing, Danny. One of the things I noticed, like when gold must be tried in the fire, right? And I pulled that from a relationship standpoint, far as you know, when you're genuine, you know who you are. Okay, you're a free thinker. You think for yourself. All right, regardless of what you know, the power that you have, the power to think for yourself, the power to create. It's just like our house. You know, we have outlets and we have electricity that flows through the outlet. Right? You got the light switch and everything else. Well, that same electricity to burn the house down if you don't know how to utilize electricity. If you don't know how to control, if you abuse electricity, it will burn your house down.
Absolutely.
But if you're able to use the electricity for what it was intended, you know what I mean? So God has put something on the inside of us to impact the nations, the world that we live in.
Right.
That's one, Danny. The second one is a beautiful, lustrous sheen. One thing about gold is beautiful. Gold, it attracts. Right? That's the same thing with relationships. I believe you have right intentions, you have the right spirit. People come into your life. And normally, and we talked about it last week, the five people that you surround yourself with is, in most cases, is the five people that you will become.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you're hanging around five broke people all the time, your chances of being broke, you know what I mean? But if you hang around five successful people, and you know what I mean, chances are you're going to be very successful.
Right. Absolutely.
Right. And then here's the third one. All right. I hope I'm not babbling, but
no, go ahead, bro. You good?
Okay. The third one is mailable and ductable. Right. Mm-hmm. And when we talk about mailable and ductable, here's a definition for mailable. Mailable is hammered or pressed permanently out of shape without breaking or cracking.
Okay.
All right. That's what gold is, right? Without breaking, without cracking. All right. And that's the one thing, like, you have to be strong in what you believe in. People may come in and out of your life, but here's the thing. You're not going to fall apart because you know who your source is. You know what I'm saying? You have a greater purpose. So when people come in your life and people come out of your life, you're not moved, you're not swayed because you know that you're on assignment.
Right.
In that person's life. Right. And then I talked about ductile, is able to perform without losing toughness, pliable and not brittle. Okay.
Oh, and that's good.
Without losing toughness. And so when we talk about without losing toughness, we talk about tell the truth in love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Danny? Like me and you, we can talk and I can be truthful with you. You can be truthful with me. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You would respect me more if I say, look, Danny, man, I love you, brother, but we know that's not right.
Right.
You would have greater respect for me because I was brutally honest with you. And I told the truth and love. And a lot of times, Danny, when we have relationships and we do business and we do all these other things, a lot of times we pretend to be somebody that we're not.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we tend to be two-faced and stuff like that. We don't know who we are. We lack identity. But if we can be true to ourselves and be true to people that we interact with in a truthful way, in an honest way, and be a person of integrity, okay, people will respect us. Matter of fact, you respect yourself a lot more, regardless of how a person feels about you.
Right. You know, that's so true, Dave. You know, from my experience, I can't be around something that's counterfeit, that's fake. I'd rather have lunch with someone that hates me. At least I know what I'm dealing with. But when somebody that pretends that they got your back, you know, they'll fit in with your vision, and they're really not. They may be there for some type of monetary gain for themselves, you know. And so this is why this discussion tonight is how to recognize that golden partner in your life. I've always hear Miles Monroe always say that when you meet people, always eat the meat and throw away the bones, because we all come with some type of bones and we all come with some type of meat. Discern what the meat is, that you digest that, learn from it. But the bones, spit them out. Right,
exactly. And I think we talked about that before, as far as a filter. Right. You know, it's just like an air filter. You know, a filter in your home. Every so often, you have to change the filter because it collects dust in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So some things you got to filter it out. Like you said, you eat the meat and spit out the bones.
Right.
You know, and so yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have two more points I just want to touch on real quick.
All right.
The last one, with number 4, I talked about beating. One thing about a physical metal like gold, right? It has to be beaten. It has to be pressed, right?
Right.
And you ever heard that commercial, Brother Danny? As far as the watch, it takes a licking and keep on ticking.
Right.
And that's how we are, man. You know, we take a licking, we keep getting knocked down, but we get back up.
Right.
I see my wife got a comment, man. She flashed up there. Hey, what's going on, honey? My queen. I see she just put a comment out there. Hello, guys, and she said, "Filter, eat the meat, and spit out the bones." That's good. And
well, thank you, Ross.
Yeah.
There was something I want to elaborate on when you said that being around broke people. Well, when you and I first came around, we both was broke, but but being broke, we remember the scripture when Jesus said, "Let the weak say that I'm strong, and let the poor say that I'm rich." Well, when you do that, it does something inside of you. It starts motivating your thinking. You open up a gate. And so when we open up that gate, we begin to utilize our thoughts. And then our thoughts became a reality. Okay. So I don't mind somebody come in our circle that's broke, but I need them to be full of faith and visionary. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So they're welcome. Because one thing, Jesus didn't come to the rich; he came to the poor.
That's what my book right there, Gathering the Pieces, Danny.
All right.
When a person is, like you just said, when a person is broken, all right, the whole goal for the person is to be whole. You know, so when people come into our area of influence, they come in broken. All right, and broken comes in different forms and shapes and different scenarios. All right, so we have to, you and I and others, you know, we recognize brokenness from a different point of view, and that's where we're able to effectively minister to that person and love on that person so that they could come back to a whole person.
Right, you know? That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, because there was a time, man, I had pieces of my life everywhere. And I couldn't put the puzzle together. I had so many things I wanted to do, but I was trying to do a piece over here and a piece over there and a piece over here, and I wasn't getting anywhere. But according to your book, when reading your book, it helps you to gather all the pieces together and just work on one thing at a time. And then before you know it, you built a nice picture, a nice puzzle picture, and you look back and see this is what I was visionary. This is what I was striving for.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because it took me 5 years, man, to do the podcast.
Wow.
It was 2014.
Wow.
I mean, I was 15, man. You know, and I had pieces everywhere.
Wow.
Because I was confused. I didn't know what to do, how to do it, how to get started. I was making excuses. But the day I stopped making the excuses, man, that's when it all. My excuses was I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have a building. I was just making it. I was making all these excuses. But the day when I gathered all the pieces and stopped making excuses, it all came together. Very easily.
Man, I love it. And see, and that's the thing, you know, we see. I'm speaking for me. I felt this. I felt the same way in a lot of what you just said. You know, I it started at a very young age for me. I felt like I was disadvantaged. I felt like I wasn't like the other kids. I was like a round peg trying to get into a square hole. So I felt like I didn't fit in, and I talked about it in one of my books. In my first book, I think I talked about getting fired up about your life, because if you don't, who will? When I wrote that book, I talked about. You remember? The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You remember when we was kids? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
right?
Christmas Carol. And one of the things about Rudolph, what made him different from the other reindeers was his nose, right?
Right.
And I wrote in my book. I said, hey, I felt like Rudolph. They didn't want me to join any reindeer games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I felt like an outcast. But the thing is, once you find out what is your why, what is your purpose, when you tap into the power, and I think we talked about this earlier when we first started your podcast, not too long ago, we talked about electricity. And one thing about electricity, you can use electricity for good, right? For what it was meant to be used, or you can misuse electricity and burn down your house.
Right.
So we both had the power, but we didn't know how to use it, bro. We didn't know how to use it.
Absolutely. Yeah. We both had a loaded 45, but we had a 5-year-old mindset. We could have shot ourselves or killed somebody, But everything comes with timing, man. I had this young my nephew. He was telling me, he's doing this little music thing, and I remember he was saying that, man, I've been in this music thing, and I'm disappointed in myself because I'm not where I should be. I say, no, trust me, you're right where you're supposed to be.
Right.
Because everything comes with development and everything comes with in timing. Well, when I was in my 20s, I ain't have no business. I ain't have nothing on my mind but the club and girls and hitting the streets. I wasn't thinking about nothing, no wealth thoughts or anything. So when I see them trying to create an entrepreneur, or they're trying to create a business, I try to mentor them to let them know, don't be discouraged because you at the right age. You started your journey early.
Right.
Listen to me, you guys out there that's in your 20s and your 30s, man. If you started something and you got this idea, keep pursuing it, because you gotta get the experience in. The life experience gonna come. It has to come. You just don't get it overnight. There's no way.
Exactly.
There's no way.
Yep, exactly. It's just like anything. Like you said, it takes time. It takes maturity. All right. The beautiful thing about lessons, what makes successful people? Each person that has been successful, all right, they have failed so many times. The doors, opportunity had closed in their face so many times. But by them learning from being rejected,
right?
What that did was that just put a fire in them to say, you know what, I'm getting up. I don't care how many doors I got to knock on. I don't care how many no's that they tell me. Right. And one of the things that I poured into my son years ago, I said, listen, the last thing that you want is you don't want to have a woe is me victim mentality.
Right.
All right. You want to press on. You keep moving forward, regardless of the no's. For every no, eventually you're going to get a yes. So
right.
Long as you don't quit, the time that you quit, that's it. You know what I mean? So you don't want to quit. You want to keep pushing on, no matter what.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you don't ever want to quit. And sometimes when a door closes on you, don't get distracted, and please don't get discouraged. I always tell people, when doors close on you, it's not always necessarily man closed the door. Sometimes God closed doors. Right. And when a door closes on you, don't get frustrated, because keep in mind, 10% of what happens in your life, you have no control of it. 90% is how you respond to it. Sit back in your spiritual recliner and just think the process out, hearing from God. What's my next step? Be excited about it. Mm-hmm. You know, when the door closed, man, you should rejoice and be excited about it. God, I can't wait to see what you're going to do next.
That's right.
That's got to be your attitude, man.
Exactly.
You know, I can't wait to see what you're going to. If you can feed a sparrow, I know how much you care for me.
That's right.
You know, if a bird wake up and go down there and get a worm, I know you. I got to trust you just like that. And I'm telling you, I have been in situations where I had to trust like that. When I paid rent and mortgage, I tell you, it was a miracle to me. But it got to the place to where I let go and let God.
Yeah.
I might when in the time of trouble, when he shows up, man, I got comfortable. I just know opportunities were gonna come. I can't tell you how many times, man, when I checked my account and money was sitting in there and it blew my mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. And it's, you know, bruh, boy, you getting me excited. Every time, man, every time you and I get together, man, I'm trying to chill. But hey, you know how we are when we get together, man.
That's it, brother. That's it, man. You know, because man, we just love people.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, when you love people and you pour on people, the only way God would fill you up is when you begin to pour. But you got to pour. You got to pour, and then when you feel when you get tapped out, that's when God starts filling you up again. But that's the way it works. You gotta pour on people that God put in your life and encourage them.
Right.
Know? Yeah, that's what it is, man. Yeah.
Well, Dave, we're gonna got like 5 minutes left, man. It's anything you want to plug in, you want to share, where to purchase your book or anything?
Yeah, what I do is I'll put it in the comment section.
Okay.
Where they can go ahead and get that book. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's called Gathering the Pieces: Relentless Faith to Overcome Life's Challenges. All right. And that's me right there. So yeah, I put it in the thing there. I make sure we get something there.
Can you give me at least about 4 or 5 chapters that just titles?
The titles?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I talked about all right. Chapter 1 is Poker Face.
Okay.
Chapter 2 is Phone Lines. Chapter 3 is Hateful Faith. Chapter 4, Lady in the Window. I have 13 chapters.
Okay.
You want all the chapters?
No, well, you can if you want to.
All right. Chapter 5 is There a Doctor in the House? Chapter 6, Sam is Dead. Chapter 7, What Happened to My Drink? Chapter 8, The Biker. 9 is Vision of Hell. 10, Fight for the Glory. 11, Around the World. 12, The Wedding Party. And 13 is The Game Plan.
Man, tell me about the Poker Face.
Huh?
Just elaborate about that poker.
Oh man, you're gonna have to get the book. I can't take that away, man. It's a lot in it, but whatever it is, man, it's all about people being whole.
Okay, and you can find the book also, you say, on Amazon.
You can find it on Amazon. All right, you can definitely find it on Amazon, but definitely, reach out to me and I'll get that out to you. All right.
And the price?
$15.
$15. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, well, glad you came on today, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, I really want to, like I say, you and I and your wife, we will we're serving to people, you know, and especially because there's something that we know and we'll like to share with people, and that is the value of the United States dollars is dropping. It's getting worthless.
Yeah.
And I think your wife and I will be talking next week about the value of the coins. There is a coin program that it's the same type system that was used with Bitcoin. Okay. I believe that Bitcoin started out like 1.5, 2 cents, something like that. So right now, Bitcoin is about what, $10,000 a coin?
Yeah, it's about that. I think it's like 9,600 or something like that. You know,
100, 1,000.
9,600.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the same type system. So there's a coin with the in the carrot bars, and I jumped on it when you guys told me. Well, it took me a while because I know y'all kept reminding me over, pretty much. So anyway, so the coins are starting to rise, and there's some great opportunities that if you can just take that weak dollar and exchange it for some coins or some gold. And so we're gonna be talking about that next week, man. So I'm gonna have on.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Hey,
so,
I'm sorry to cut you off. I wanted to recognize a few people that jumped on. It was Lomark Ontario. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us. And
Lomark.
Yeah, and then Rosita Gaffney.
Yeah, that's cuz. What's up, Ro?
All right. Yeah, I see it in the section here. So Lamar, she said, Lamar said, I needed this. Wow, come on, wow, cool, awesome.
But Lamar, you definitely don't want to miss next week, man. We're going to if you need help for us in wealth building, well, we got the right people, man. We want to reach out to you guys. We're not financial advisors. We're not that, but we're just telling you the system that what we done has helped us. Okay. So, hey guys, if you want to plug in, get this information, you can always go back to, you can always go to my YouTube page as well. That's the Dan Vino Division Empowerment. Okay. So go in there, plug in. I got a birthday coming up next month. Man, it would be a great gift if you can if you don't mind, do a little comment and hit the subscribe button. Okay? If you could do me that favor, that'd be a special gift for me. So right now, brother, I want to say any last words. We're going to tune on out.
All right, my brother. Bless you, man. Thank you so much for having me, man. And I wish you nothing but much, much success. I just want you to know that, man. I appreciate you, man. Love you, brother. And like I said, man, you and I, we got history, man. And
absolutely.
So I appreciate you.
We got some things cooking, bro. We can't put it out there right now, but we got some things cooking. We'll be back. Hey, thanks guys for tuning in, and God bless and be safe. Wear your mask when you go out there in the public, man. I know we got faith, but you better respect that coronavirus. Cover up. God bless you.
Bless you, brother.
All right.
All right now. Bye-bye.